Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back with another What's in the Workbox post or video, and I thought it might be kind of fun to take a look into my 7th graders' workboxes. So you can just kind of see what her workload looks like, what she does in a given day, and how it's all organized and how she works through it. So if you're interested in that, let's go take a peek in her boxes. Alright, so this is our schoolroom, and this all 4 of the kids sit around this desk, and then that spot in the very back there is where Strawberry Shortcake sits. She's my 7th grader, and her boxes are kind of holding up the desk right over here in this little corner. So let's go take a look and see what's inside. Alright, so here are her drawers, and in her first drawer, like the other kiddos, she has this expandable drawer organizer, and it just can change to fit the size of your drawer. I got this at the Container Store, and we've had these for years. We kind of keep our basic supplies in here: glue, scissors, pencils, whatever, erasers, etc., etc. Behind that in her drawer, she also keeps a dictionary, and there's one of these little pocket thesauruses also, and she has her glasses case in there. I don't know why. And then she has this fun pin, because yeah, we all like fun stuff. She also has her daily assignment list in here. Again, this is printed off from my Homeschool tracker software, and it just lists all of her assignments, and it does have a time on here, although we don't follow that to a T, but you can see she just highlights off each one after it's completed. And then she also has her Word of Life study devotion in here as well, and they didn't have one for her for 7th graders, so she's doing the 5th and 6th grade one, so it's a little easy for her, but it's okay. I mean, it's still getting her into the Word, and she's enjoying them. They're kind of shorter, and they have a prayer and that kind of thing, so I actually really like these. Nobody is stressed out about Bible, or they don't, not want to do it or anything. They all seem to really like that. So that's her first drawer. So her second drawer is her math drawer, just kind of like everybody else's, and this year she's got a couple extra supplies in here that she might need. We haven't got to them yet, and she's doing Matthew C. pre-algebra, so her DVD lesson is in here, and she'll do this lesson on Monday, and then I'll help her throughout the week with her workbook, her worksheets. And I keep her booklets in here, so her student books in here, and then I actually pull out all her worksheets for the entire week, including her test, and then she just pulls off the top worksheet and goes through that. And so it's just like a nice, easy kind of system. So her third drawer has her English and vocabulary, and if you've seen my other ones, they're all kind of in the same order. She is doing the Level B vocabulary workshop. I actually am not loving this year's version. It's kind of difficult, and some of the words, not that I don't want her to be challenged, but some of the words that they're asking her to find aren't actually in the lists that she has studied, and so it's almost kind of like a little bit awkward. So we're just having to look up a lot of words, and it's just kind of can be annoying. But anyway, she keeps a tab in there, and she does one section per day. And then this is her BJU English, which she's bummed out that the cover's not all that exciting, and it's actually quite a bit different than the other BJU English. So this one is almost more designed for her to read her own lessons, and then she goes through and kind of answers her questions. And so I have the answers in my teacher's manual, but there's not a lot of direction in the teacher's manual for this year, so it almost looks to me like they haven't maybe updated this to like they did all of their other ones, because it doesn't match their other covers and that kind of thing. But we're going to stick with it. So instead of pulling out her sheets, she just has a little tab here, and she just goes to whatever page she's on, and then we kind of work it out that way. So that's her English and vocabulary. Then in her fourth drawer, she has spelling, and she's actually finishing up a couple lists from last year's BJU spelling list, so she'll just finish that up, and then when she's done, she's actually done with that. However, I am having her go through the American Spirit Spelling UC E level, and I really just kind of like these. I think it helps practice handwriting, and then it's like a kind of copywork dictation one, and then she's still kind of finding consonant chunks and vowel teams and that kind of thing. So usually in 7th grade they don't have spelling, but I actually really like this, and it seemed like it really helped last year with our spelling test grades, and so I'm having everybody do that this year. Okay, then down in her bottom drawer, she has her reading and then all of our kind of history stuff. So she's currently going through this book. This is from the Book Shark 6th grade one. She's actually doing it with Turbo, and like I kind of mentioned in his video, if you've seen it, I'm like iffy on this curriculum. Some of the books are okay. Some of them are kind of iffy. This one, she says, it's just kind of weird. We just go through it every day, and she tells me what's happened in the chapter, and then they do have comprehension questions in the curriculum, but they're kind of like odd, and I don't know if it's just me or what, but honestly, I really just probably need to go and write some 7th grade literature units, because these are like so-so. All right, and then she also has her Expedition Earth binder, just like everybody else in here, and she's keeping all of her fun stuff in here that we've gone through so far with our studies, and so that's that. And then next she has her writing binder. She loves puppies, if you can tell. And this just has, you know, our IEW writing assignments in it and all of that kind of stuff. And they get checklists, and this, we're doing the IEW continuation group A this year. One of the new things I've noticed is that they're getting graded. We're kind of still in the introductory section of it, so they're kind of doing a lot of review from last year, and they're getting ready to add in some new things for their writing processes, but they still have this checklist where they make sure that they have certain items in their writing and that kind of thing. So I'm really enjoying this program. So we will probably stick with it. And then she also has her Middle Ages booklet in here, and looks like some of the stuff has fallen out, but this is just some of the things that we've done. We're finishing this up from last year. Actually, we didn't quite make it through all of the lessons just due to some time constraints and that kind of thing. This is her binder for that. So this bottom drawer is kind of a catch-all, as you can see, of just kind of our group studies and that kind of thing. And I kind of wish we had more drawers, but this is kind of how it works out, and it holds up our desk, so these work out well. Alright, so that's kind of what my 7th grader does on a given day in her boxes. She works fairly independently through them, so I do help her with English. The 7th grade BJU English is a little bit different, and it's a little bit more geared toward having them read their lesson in their book and then doing exercises after that. So we kind of have been, it's a little bit different than the other levels, so we're kind of just working our way through that this year. There's a lot less information in the teacher's manual, minus just the answers to their worksheets and stuff, so we're kind of just working our way through that one. But she also does typing, so she just comes over here and does a quick lesson on her, like 10 minutes, just like the other kids do. And then she is typing all of her reports and writing and all that kind of thing this year, so she gets a lot of practice on that. So I'm not too strict on her specifically doing a typing lesson every day, and she's actually quite good at typing at this point, so it's kind of like if I need her to do some extra work or not. We obviously do history and Bible. Well, she does Bible on her own, but we do history together, and we do the Expedition Earth together and all of those kind of things, but there's not too much extra from her standpoint. She does do some extra reading on her own, and then she has homework from her options program every week. So after she's done with all her work boxes, she spends about, I want to say about 30 to 40 minutes every day doing options homework, and it can be anything from preparing, you know, like something for her home ec class, or working on a speech for her speech and debate class, or a lot of times they'll have homework for their geography. And then her last one is a film class, and so they're doing literacy and film. So she reads a book and then they're watching the movie towards the end, but they have a lot of discussion things. So sometimes she has reading assignments for that. So she always just takes time after her work boxes to go through any of the homework that she has from options. So that's kind of her daily schedule. I hope that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. You can also visit my website and see everything specifically that she's doing on my blog post for our curriculum this year, and I'll try and link all of that below. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.